Hello everyone, my name is Tony Correa and today we're going to be talking about what is a website. Okay, so a website is a collection of web pages and related content that is identified by a common domain name and published on at least one web server. For example, let's say google.com is a website, right? Amazon.com is another website. Here I have an example. For example, I have my own website that is called espnhost.com. So let's continue with this. Well, now, so what are websites used for? Websites are typically dedicated to a particular topic or purpose, such as news, education, commerce, entertainment, or social networking, right? So what are websites used for? Also, we use websites to provide information, also to entertain people, to interact with other users, to buy and sell items, also showcasing products, right? For example, when it comes to providing information, multiple websites exist to provide information. For example, government and business websites inform visitors of updates in their respective offices, or companies, while news websites update users on the latest happenings around the world, right? This is the first purpose. Now let's have a look at the next purpose. When a website is entertaining, for example, websites such as YouTube and Netflix allow you to watch movies and shows, listen to music, or play games, right? After this, we have interacting with other users, social networking sites, for example, Facebook, right? Communicate and share ideas. Another purpose for websites is that you can buy and sell items. E-commerce websites like Amazon and eBay allow users to sell and purchase items online, right? And finally, you're going to be showcasing work. For example, personal and portfolio websites are sites created to demonstrate a person's ability by collecting and showing past projects they work on for future clients, right? Okay, now let's move to this point. How to start a website. If you want, guys, to start your website, you are going to need basically 3 steps. Number 1, a website building platform, web hosting, and finally you're going to be needing also a domain name. So let's have a quick look to these 3 important steps to keep in mind before you have your own website. A website building platform. Websites are made of a set of code or programming languages. The most common language used to build a website are, for example, hypertext markup language, HTML, cascading style sheets, hypertext preprocessor, JavaScript, and so on, right? Well, I don't want to talk about this because this is more than technical, but it's good to know, you know. So the second important step is that you're going to be needing web hosting. So what is web hosting? Before we continue, I'd like to tell you that websites are made up of different files needed to display your content online. So the question is, how would you get these files from your computer to the internet? And where will you store them? The answer is this: web hosting. Yes, so for example, if you want to show to the world your video where you are singing a song, you will need web hosting, right? So after choosing a platform to build your website, you will need a web host, which serves and stores your website files on an online space called the web server, right? And finally, step number 3, you will need a domain name. Yes, why? Or what is a domain name? For example, my domain name here is espnhost.com. Another domain name, for example, I can type google.com, right? And here we are. This is the domain name, the name of the website address. Another domain name, for example, amazon.com, right? So now let's go back here. You will need a domain name to make your website work. A domain name is the website name users enter on the browser. For example, this is the browser, right? For example, I have opened the Google browser, and you can type, for example, Amazon.com. Yeah, as you can see here. Computers, servers, and other devices connected over the internet are each assigned a unique string of numbers called the Internet Protocol, or also the IP address, right? Don't forget, guys, that I'm gonna be dropping my link address. My domain name is whatisawebsiteused.for.wordpress.com, right? So you can have a deeply look to my website. Now, how do websites work? Finally, we're gonna be checking how do websites work. Once a visitor types your domain name into the browser's address bar, their computer sends a request to connect to the web server, keeping your files. Before reaching the web server, the request passes through the DNS, which looks up the server's IP address. So simplified, it's like this. You just type a website's name, for example, let's say ebay.com, and the browser is gonna be displaying this. You see? As easy as that, right? Okay. Now, another important question to keep in mind is that why you need a website. If you don't have a website yet, this is your sign to get one. Yes, don't forget, you need 3 steps: the platform, your web hosting, and your domain name. And why do we need a website? There are currently over 4.66 billion internet users, which means more than half of the world's population relies on the internet to communicate, research, do business, and a whole lot more, right? So the main points is that why do we need a website is, number one, is because you will attract more customers and clients. You see, 90% of customers start the buying process with a search. If you want to attract more customers, one of the best ways is by making yourself visible on Google. Let's see, for example, let's say google.com. I am typing this. For example, let's say you want to buy a pair of sneakers, right? Sneakers, right? Yeah, and you can see here, Sneakers Falabella, right? This store, for example, falabella.com.pe has a website, and I click here on their website, yes, and I can buy a pair of sneakers, right? As simple as that. Why? Because they have a website and they are promoting a product in order to attract more clients, right? So don't forget, guys, that it's very important if you want to showcase a product, if you want to promote a product, or maybe you are I don't know, maybe you are artists and you want to be more popular, you need to have your website. Step number 2, you will be more competitive. So the lockdowns imposed during the height of the 2020 pandemic required many businesses to shut down their brick-and-mortar stores, allowing many business owners to realize the importance of an online presence. So it's very important that you have your presence online, right? So that way you will reach more clients, more customers, more people will know about your whatever you promote, or maybe you are an artist, you are promoting a product or whatsoever, right? Finally, you will appear more credible. For example, these guys, falabella.com, they appear more credible because they have their own website, right? Customers will often check reviews and recommendations before doing business with a new company, with 50% of customers checking the company website. Now, how do websites work? Although it may seem complicated, the way websites work is straightforward. And given how important it is to have a website in today's market, many brands have simplified the website creation process to make having an online presence more accessible, right? So guys, if you want to start your own website, I'm gonna be dropping my link down below. So you are gonna be choosing your the best website building platform. You're gonna be choosing also your web hosting, and finally you're gonna be choosing also a domain name, where I'm gonna be dropping the link down below this video. The company's name is Bluehost. If you click on my link, you will have a big discount. Yes. So if you have any questions about any topic, I can help you. Don't hesitate to leave a comment. I will be pleased to reply to all your comments. Okay. So yeah, this is basically about what is a website, what are websites used for, how to start a website. Remember, a website building platform, you need this, a web hosting plan, and finally you need a domain name. So I'm very happy to I'm very happy to do this tutorial, and I hope guys you have liked my video, and thank you for watching my video. Tony Correa here. See you next time. Bye bye.